Well, I'm known as the grumpy vlogger. I'll gripe and complain longer. Please do me the adieu and kindly view me on YouTube.
it's Grumpy Vlogger Live.
Hello, everyone. This is not Art. I know it looks a lot like him, but it's not. This is Joe. Hey there, folks. How you doing there? Hey, did you know that there's a law that says when it's raining in Sweden, you have to drive with your lights on? Really? Yeah, how the hell am I supposed to know when it's raining in Sweden? Anyways, anything else you want to say? Yeah, here's one. When Miley Cyrus is naked and licks a hen there, it's called art and music. But when I do it, I'm told I'm sick and they escort me out of Walmart. Anyways, folks, let me bring in the real Art. And before I completely kill the show and lose everybody who's watching. So let's bring in none other than my illustrious co-host and really good friend, Mr. Art Carlson.
Yeah.
Hey,
Woohoo.
feel free to use those jokes anytime you want.
All right. Well, there's this story, boy, this is funny. There's an Ohio man who's suing his wife over an accident involving her shoes.
Really?
Yeah. John Walworth fell down the stairs of his now wife, Judy Corey, basement in February 2018, suffered several broken bones as well as $80,000 in medical bills, according to court filings. Walworth claimed he didn't see the shoes because he was carrying a large box into Corey's home at her request. And it turns out he was carrying her jugs of vinegar.
Of vinegar. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta watch out. You don't want to trip over those jugs.
Well, here's something that old Joe was telling me the other day. He didn't know until he bought his motorcycle that adrenaline was brown.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And remember, if you bury a body, make sure it's covered with endangered plants. That way it's illegal to dig it up.
That's right. That's right. Mm-hmm.
And PMS jokes are not funny, period.
Mm-hmm. No. Well, I got some bad news today. My grandmother went in to see the doctor, and she thought she had breast cancer. Turned out it was her kneecap.
Oh my God! Yeah, yeah. Well, do you know? Do you know in golf? Have you ever played golf, or do you play golf?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Hey, I like golfing so much. I've got club feet.
Right. Okay. Well, in golf terms, what's an Adolf Hitler?
I don't know. Never heard that.
2 shots in the bunker.
Oh yeah.
All right. Before we kill the show, let's greet some people. Yeah. Let's start out with. We'll get right because the joke sucks. So what the hell? Jody Drone Shots, welcome. Dustin Gable, welcome. One Vision Ariel, and I love being able to type his name when I'm on my PC because it pops up. But when I'm on my iPad, I just say, "Hey, Dustin," because it doesn't.
Yeah. It won't do that with my cell phone either.
Or phones or any of the mobile apps, it doesn't do that.
Right.
So, and Trevor, hello mate, how you doing? Let's see who you're in here. Art, well, that's good to know. Grant, Mr. Stay Drunk, you're here.
Yep.
Jim Beauchart, I hope that my jokes were only I hope my jokes were just half as good as what he does with the weekly Beauchart. I'm telling you, if I will have succeeded if one of those jokes was half as good as the last one he did. And let's see, Johnny DRC, welcome.
Johnny D.
Okie Tom, there's a good old boy from Oklahoma. You got Tom. I hope you didn't have to deal with all the tornadoes that were bouncing around here last night.
Wow.
Oh my God! And they bounce all. Matter of fact, where my wife's family is at, or where they used to live. Of course, now they're all in the cemetery. They all died out. But anyways, bummer. But at least her aunt didn't have to run in and hide in the Frady hole, the storm cellar last night, because she's already passed on. She's in the great storm cellar in the sky. But yeah, Coweta, Oklahoma, or Coweta, if you look at the way it's spelled, is Coweta, Oklahoma. They got hammered last night with a tornado on the ground, and they were bouncing around everywhere. Okay, and who else? Johnny D, Bob Casey, Mr. Bob
Casey.
Yeah,
Steve Carpenter.
Steve
Mack.
Okay. And
we
Jim
have Glenn
Wallace.
Thunderbird 6.
Glenn Thunderbird 6.
Jim Wallace.
Speaking of old farters, a buddy of mine, Paul McCullough. I've known him for good 20 years or more. He's been to my house. We met through flight simming, and and I see you down there, Greg. I'm bringing you on in a minute. So anyways, you found my show. Billy Tompkins, welcome. Let's see, who else have I missed? Sunrise Water Media, Chris, yes. Miss anybody else? You said Steve Mack and Steve Carpenter both. So, well, let me get over to this and let's bring in our he's part of the Watermelon Duo off of Oz by Drone.
Hey, Greg.
Did you say there was a tornado around your place? I think I got one too.
It sounds like it, right? Yeah.
Hang on, let me turn that off.
AR Drone Nerd.
Hey.
Here for duty. Yeah. Yeah, he's over in Arkansas. Did you guys have any over there in Arkansas last night? Yeah, we had storms all around the place last night. It was just going crazy for a while. And fortunately, it all seemed to skirt Muskogee. I mean, we got some high winds and a little flooding, but none of the naders stayed up in the air where they belong when they came over Muskogee. So, so Art, what's been going on with you?
I went to Eric Enstrom's estate sale and got this.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Got a microphone with a dead cat.
With a dead cat.
The only thing it didn't have one of those holders to put in, that has a cold shoe to put on your
the
camera.
cold shoe on it, yeah.
And I got this.
A dead cat. I heard it. Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, those. I actually was going to buy one of those. Yeah,
6.
I was going to buy one of those for the fixed wing I have at one time, but just never got around to it. And
right.
And now I've got my Tyrannus that I use. And anyways, okay.
Yeah,
Paul,
that's basically for helicopters and fixed wing.
Yeah, fixed wings. Yeah.
Like all wings or airplanes, sailplanes.
Right. Mm-hmm. So, Greg, what have you been doing other than working?
For those who haven't heard, I am now in the employ of No Limit Drones.
Yes.
Oh, hey, congratulations.
Yeah.
So, having a lot of fun
with that. Need to do one of these.
What are you doing?
He's going to try and... He's looking for a sound effect.
Oh, darn it.
Oh, darn it.
You wanted to do...
There we go.
I liked my one better.
AR Drone Nerd, I don't know about the X9 light, but I do know a little bit about the X light, which is the one that's like a game controller type. But I do know a little bit about the X9 light, which is basically the same software. Mm-hmm. So, we'll get in touch maybe after the show, because if you're trying to bind one of the older quads on that X light or X9 light, they are a pain in the ass. So, which I found the hard way. So you're working for No Limit Drones, which you have a giveaway going on, correct?
I do. So if anyone wants to win, has everyone in the chat heard about the booster boards for your drone? So this is something that'll work pretty much with any drone. It's a hardware board. Art entered the competition and he didn't win because he was excluded because he didn't follow the instructions. So that's why Michael B won one instead of Art. But anyway, but if you do want to enter, it's just sharing a social link. So you'll have to watch my show and I'll explain exactly everything you need to do this weekend. But it's worth a few $100.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of people do hacks on their drones, but instead of doing a hack, you can use a piece of hardware that's always there, always on, and you'll get the best signal you can imagine.
Yeah, that's a nice setup. And I kind of mentioned it last night, you know, especially with, you know, you were taught like the No Limit Drones license is good for, like, you've got that one former hospital that's now a parking lot that still has a helipad listed on its, you know, in its geofence. So this helps eliminate that, because we don't recommend you fly illegally, you know.
No. But just to be clear, that helipad, right? So if you can imagine, the helipad's at ground level and they've now got a 3-level multi-story car park above the altitude of where this thing supposedly is. So trust me, it's been there for years. There is no helipad.
Yeah, well, and that's all those cars are violating, you know, the helipad.
Violating airspace,
airspace, that's right, because they're up there in the air. Yeah.
By the way, Sunrise Water Media, who just said you shared it on social media. Thanks for doing that. But here's some other cool stuff that I didn't know until recently. He's even doing fee for service things where you can go and send in your drone for him and he'll do the mod for you. But there's other companies around in the US that can also do the install for you.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's looking good.
Good. Yeah, I knew he was trying to get some more people working out of Australia. He was talking about that on your show Friday. So,
yeah, but you know what? I swear, Grumpy,
yes, you have
it's interesting.
You have to solder that. Yeah. Here in the States, we soldered. Over there, you guys solder it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are some people in the world who know how to speak the Queen's English. And then there are those sodding Americans. They need to sod off because they don't know where to stick their L.
That's because...
Yeah, but we don't add extra words in, like, color. There's only 5 letters, not 6.
Yeah, like color. You guys spell it the French way. And then there's the...
we use the Queen's English.
What's that? That stuff up in Alaska where it melts and it comes down the mountains and what's that called?
Snow?
No, but it's a lot of snow.
It's a lot of snow.
Yeah, and it forms rivers. It turns to
Where
ice.
are you going with this?
Water.
It turns to ice.
Water.
What's that called?
Water. No. Precipitation.
Starts with a G.
Glacier?
How you say it, Greg?
Yeah, how do you say glaciers?
I don't think I've ever used the word personally in my life. And why do you care?
Because I heard it pronounced as glacier.
Oh, no, I don't say that. No.
Yeah.
Oh, and what's that?
By the way, the No Limit Drone support instructions, if anyone speaks to us and they don't spell it with an L, we tell them, sorry, your warranty is void.
Okay. Is that how that happens?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you're not just, if you don't want to tackle that, but they should win, there's still a license that's available that, you were giving that away too, right? Or not?
Yeah. Yeah, if
Okay.
you don't want the booster board, you can still get an NLD software license.
Yeah, as long as you follow the instructions, share the link on social media. Oh, I got to show you something. I'm gonna put myself up on full screen real quick. I'm not bringing back the dummy.
Yeah, this is. I was looking for Lloyd's channel earlier today in YouTube.
This is what happens when you don't spell correctly. See, this is a problem right there. When you look up Grumpy Vlogger, but you spell it with a F instead of a V, you get Flogger. And he sent me this. He says, I was looking for your channel and this is what came up. So be very careful. We use the channel name uses a V, not an F. So I had to share
Known
that.
as the Grumpy Flogger.
Oh, God.
Stay longer.
Actually,
Please view me on YouTube.
yeah. And my son has actually said that it's time for me to update my theme song. So I got to come up with a new one and he'll re-record it and update it. And so we're going to get a new theme song here in the near future. But, I sometimes go on rants. I need to check because I think I've got somebody sitting there. He didn't say he was. Hi, Chris.
I'm out of coffee.
Chris.
You're out of coffee now? Oh, well, sorry.
G'day, Chris. Oh,
You'll
by
get a
the way,
little dark, Chris.
before Chris comes in, I've got to quickly share something. This
He's
is
already in.
really important. Well, before he opens his big mouth,
Oh.
there's some really important DJI news that Chris in particular needs to know about. Right? So
What's that?
you love doing live flying with your drone, and it's great to have you when we do those fly-ins and stuff. But this week, there's an update in the DJI Fly app, which will allow you to live stream via RTMP directly from that if you're flying with one of those drones.
I've heard that. And I've got the mini,
Yeah.
so I guess I could try it with the mini.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, and here's the other thing. Starting tomorrow, I don't know if they're going to change it about the live streaming or not, but of course, you said you can do it direct to RTMP, so that shouldn't be a problem. So that way, it'll be easier for everybody, like on your next fly-in, Greg, for them to log in and fly in. But, and I did say hello to Drone Rob, Robert Glazier, Steve Mack, I'm sure I already got. And yeah, I think I got everybody, including Jim Wallace, which I'm glad to see Jim Wallace
Eat more
back in
possum.
the chats. Yes, eat more possum. I saw that earlier and I meant to say something about that. And because there's another Okie. So we got this area, I guess everybody's coming out looking around before the next round. This is friggin' ridiculous. We're having tornado season in October. That is weird. I mean, it's just, although one of the worst tornadoes we had was on Christmas Day about 10 years ago. One of the worst ones we had in Oklahoma. But yeah, it was on Christmas Day. I was, had driven across town, was sitting out in the car waiting for one of the kids to come out or something. I don't remember what it was. And it was playing on the radio. It was Moore, Oklahoma. I mean, anybody who lives in Moore, Oklahoma needs to move. I mean, it's just, it's like one of those, it needs to be declared a natural disaster area. They've gotten hit with more F5 tornadoes or more F4 tornadoes than any place in this state. They get wiped out about once every 3 years.
Yeah, there's another natural disaster area. It's your house. I mean, the mess in that place, I don't know.
Oh my God, yeah, and right now I've got my dishwasher sitting out in the middle of the kitchen, my dishwasher. Before
You said it right the first time.
Yeah, I know. But anyways, you go to Lowe's and you buy a nice piece of, a nice appliance. It's got all the features. It's a good price, and you expect that when something goes wrong, something as simple as needing a new drain hose put on it, they'll carry it. Now, this wasn't one of those they bought them in a bargain bin and they put them out there on sale and then they didn't carry them anymore. It wasn't one of those. They're still carrying it. They don't carry the friggin' drain hose for this damn dishwasher. And nobody, I drove all over town this weekend looking for it. And nobody had. You can buy the generic ones. They're like, $13, $14, $15. So I finally ended up, and of course, the company that sells it is called a Hisense is the name of it. They make a lot of they make a lot of the TVs like Walmart sells and Sears sells, Samsung and stuff like that, or some of the generic ones,
So you've got a Hisense dishwasher?
Yeah.
Okay, so Hisense Group is a state-owned Chinese multinational white goods and electronics manufacturer.
Yeah, well, they're probably sending back information on how dirty my dishes is to Ching Chong Pang or whatever the hell his name is,
Who flung dung?
Yeah, right. Long Dong Silver or whatever the hell his name is. But no, I finally, and their website, they have a U.S. distribution center, I think in Texas or over in Arkansas. I'm not sure which. But they hired all the idiots to work there. The first person I called, the second person, she was very nice. The first person, she apparently, she said, the second lady says, yeah, we're in the South. And I said, well, then why couldn't she understand what I was saying? Because I was talking like this, And, yeah, exactly. And so what she ended up doing was instead of selling me the $15 hose, she sold me the $50 hose. Talk about getting hosed, Yeah. And so
you got hosed by the hoe?
Yeah, I got hosed by the hoe. Yeah, exactly. And on top of that, they have an illustrated parts breakdown that you can start looking for your parts, and it's all blown apart. But instead of having the damn part number under each one, it says position 4007. So then you got to go and look down this whole damn list, page after page, to find 007. Yeah, to find 007, exactly. And of course, the part number is GS15535-1. Like, how the hell hard was it just to put the right damn number on there instead of making you? So anyways, I called and I bitched to the gal and she just laughed. She says, yeah, I agree. Idiots made that website.
Yep.
So I canceled that $50 order and of course they're out of stock, but they'll be back in stock tomorrow. And they'll send them out on Wednesday. So I should have it here by Christmas time to catch up on my dishes.
And you didn't go to Home Depot or Lowe's?
They don't carry it. No, they don't carry it. This one, where it connects to the bottom of the, I went to all those places, but where it connects into the discharge pump, to pump all the water out, it has this diameter of where the cup slides up over there and then you clamp it. Most of them are just under an inch. This one's like an inch and a quarter, and it's molded. So, and do you think anybody would say, well, hey, we could put an adapter that adapts it down. We could do that, and you could just glue it on there. No, they can't do that. They didn't. Or, well, one place I walked into, as soon as I walked in the door, he's kind of looking at me funny, and then he just shakes and said, nope, don't carry it. Of course, the fact I was walking in there wearing a mask and had my gun on might have upset him a little bit because he looked like one of these left-leaning people. Speaking of that, another thing I want to show you guys. Let me put myself back up here on full screen. For those people that might watch my show tonight and get offended, well, here is something, and I think we're going to start carrying this. We're going to start carrying this in the Grumpy Vlogger show so that all my sensitive friends, they'll be able to order this so they can dry their tears. Anyways. All right. Okay, enough of that. So, anyways, I think I've managed to offend everybody now. So,
I bet those would sell great in Austin, Texas.
In Austin? Yeah, they might. Yeah.
It's a pretty liberal town.
Yeah.
In Texas.
Chris
Mike Roach Media. Hello.
Oh, hello, Mike and Jackrabbit FPV. I see you're in here.
And Ron, Drone Nation.
Oh, Ron, don't forget, top of the hour.
So, Ron.
Yeah.
Top of the hour is Drone Nation with Ron Brown and Marcus Crawford. Two very, yes, we are grumpy tonight. I'm still ticked off about this damn. This is almost a new dishwasher, but unfortunately, I have some critters that got under the cabinets. And they didn't just chew through the drain hose; they chewed through the water hose too. So that was flooding everywhere, and I had to get down there and get that shut off.
But don't you take care of your critters?
Well, not these. Well, actually, I feed these damn things.
I'm sorry, Greg. You say something?
I was just saying, doesn't he take care of his critters?
Yeah, I do.
I take care of them. They're picking up the breadcrumbs.
That's it, man. They're down there. Ever since we had that flooding back in 19, boy, it sounded like an old fart story, don't it? You know, back in 19 when we had that flooding.
Back when I was a young whippersnapper.
Yeah, back when I walked uphill both ways barefoot and in the snow to school. Yeah. Hello, Maddie's drone world.
Maddie.
Anyways, what it did is it chased all the rats out of the countryside and they all moved into the higher ground, which was in the city. And so we've been hunting them, shooting them, killing them, poisoning them, anything we could come up with. We've been trying to get rid of them. And but they got under there. So I've fixed this. I think I'm going to have this problem solved because the water line, I got one of these stainless steel water lines, you know, the braided water, stainless steel braided. But they don't make that in a drain hose. So I managed to find online, it's a stainless steel mesh that expands. You know, it comes in a flat roll, but it expands. It's what you put on your muscle cars when you're going to car show. You want those nice braided looking water hoses and stuff. Yeah. So that's what it's going to have on it. It's going to have a stainless steel braiding around the drain hose. So
now, Lloyd, what kind of traps do you use for your little mice?
I use poisons. I use bait, the type the trap that has the bait inside. I use the standard.
You don't use the wooden one with the little spring with the little piece of cheese, or
no? I use a plastic one like that. But yeah, you know.
Oh, those are fun. You're just sitting around. All of a sudden, you snap. Oh, got one.
Yeah, yeah. Or you hear
you see a little guy.
Yeah. Yeah, for some reason.
Or you could get the, what is that, sticky tape?
Yeah.
Where they crawl. Hey, Bob, I smell something good over here. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. Crap.
Excuse me, I've got a tech support call. Daughter's computer's not working.
I'm fucked here.
Uh-oh.
Move.
So he's going, all right. Yeah, sticky tape.
Johnny Drone Flyer. Hey, Johnny.
Yeah, we got Bill from Metro Drones. Haven't seen him around for a while. I know he had been off for a while. So Chris, what are you doing? You're on the road again this week. Chris Wedgeworth, welcome.
Yeah, I'm in Graham, Texas right now at the motel.
Okay.
Cool.
Shops at Acme? Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so
that's funny, Dre.
Just I wanted to let you guys know because I told him I'd mention it tonight. And he got a couple of orders. Mel has ordered some new T-shirts, and you'll have to go on his site at 400agl.net and look at his T-shirts. He's got a new line. They're going to be silk screened, and they look pretty sharp. And he has to have a pre-order first before he can order because he has to order in a bulk, and the pre-order will cover the bulk, and then he'll be able to get those out to you. And he already got some last night. Some of the guys were
cool,
kind enough to order. So I said I'd give him a plug. Yes, Greg, who was that?
Can I just share the tech support resolution?
Yeah, what was it?
So I went to daughter's computer and I could see that there was a little green light flashing in a regular pulse. For those of you who've got Windows machines, I don't know if you're familiar on a laptop, that means the computer is in sleep mode. So I press the on button and the computer now works.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. And that's the next generation that's going to take care of us. Yep. Don't you feel?
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got a lot to look forward to.
Yeah. And we talk about everything on this show, and there's been a lot of comments about the vaccines. Well, here's a little fact I think you guys should know. Everyone who received the first smallpox vaccine in 1789 has died. Makes you think.
Yeah.
True. True story.
Yeah, true story. Yeah. Joe was telling me. He said he said he was going to he had to go to the doctor and get a prostate exam, and he said prostate.
You
Well, he
said
was prostrate.
prostrate.
I know what I said. I slipped an extra R in there. Prostate exam. Anyways, he asked the doctor, "Where should I put my pants?" He said, he looks at me. He says, "Next to mine wasn't the answer I was looking for."
Well, next time you get an exam like that, put on the rubber gloves at the same time when the doctor is putting his.
Bring your own rubber gloves.
Yeah, bring your own rubber gloves. Yeah, exactly. Anyways, sorry. These are jokes that I'm working on with Joe. I did a couple of them to start out with.
Lloyd, could I show a picture?
Sure.
Alrighty. I finally found a photo of Greg at work. If you could share that.
Share it. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it looks just like Greg.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Yep.
Add to stream.
There's Greg at work.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Been there, done that, wrote the book.
So, man.
Yeah. Yes, that was from that. Those jokes actually were from 1001 one-liners. Yes, those jokes came from that. AR Drone Nerd was asking that. So, actually, they came from the author. The author has a Facebook page, and they had a bunch of them on there today. So, I grabbed about 10 of them that I'm going to use with Joe when I start recording some of his stuff for Grumpy's Vent channel. So, anyways, hey, you know what? You guys haven't said much. But I've been talking the whole show, so I'm going to give my voice a rest.
I like my Sunday show.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So, all right, we're going to do a shameless plug here.
See you, T-Bird.
Okay. All right. Enough of that. Yeah, let me get back up here. No, I do not have, nor will I carry Grumpy Vlogger underwear for Matt.
You already do.
Well, yeah, those masks, those are, budgie smugglers, I
Budgie
guess.
Yeah, for
Snip,
babies.
snip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snip, snip, you got a pair.
I see
whole
people
pair.
I see of people my age, climbing mountains. Hell, I figure I'm doing good if I can just put one leg, put both legs in my underwear in the morning when I get up.
So Grumps, I'm just wondering when you're going to have the Grumpy Vlogger G-string.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's going to happen.
Sorry.
Hey, if you want to buy one of those masks, it might be a tight fit, but you can go. You're feel free to try one on.
It'll be a tight
hair went
fit.
up around that string, Greg. It hurt.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And don't forget.
Also, Lloyd, could I
yes.
make a big announcement?
Yes, you can. Feel
My
free to.
toffee is now available worldwide now. I just made a
Yes.
deal with Instant Candy, so if you happen to be a winner and you're from Australia or Philippines or Timbuktu, we will ship to you.
But just remember, if your name is Grumpy Vlogger, you'll never win the damn thing, so no point of entering. That thing is rigged, I'm telling you. If I accidentally win next week, or I win when you're giving away your that drone, they're going to say it's rigged then, so I better quit saying that crap. Mannequins, yeah, there we go. Mankinis, yeah.
Mankini.
Mankinis, yeah.
Mankini.
Yeah,
Yep.
That's a good one, Dustin.
yeah, that's a good one. These guys are coming up with all sorts of stuff. Did I see Ray Kelly, Captain Ray? I'm glad you joined the show tonight. Greg, I want to tell you, my Freedom of Information Act request has now been turned over to the FAA, and I have somebody assigned to it for me. They sent me an email yesterday, so it's moving through the system slowly. But in case anybody's wondering, I was talking about when that no fly zone temporary
TFR.
TFR, yeah, thank you. Temporary flight restrictions was put in place down there on the Mexican border.
Del Rio.
Thank you. I've slept since all that happened. Anyways, I got to thinking about it, and Greg brought up the idea. He says, who requested it? Because for them to put a temporary flight restriction in, it has to be requested. And of course, everybody was saying, well, the law enforcement were saying that it was being said that they requested it. So I'm just curious. So we'll find out, was it politically motivated, or was it, actual law enforcement, but the law enforcement people were saying, no, they were actually giving rides in their helicopters to the Fox News cameraman and the reporter so that they could record what was going on down there. So anyways, Captain Ray is the finest drone. I enjoy Ray's stuff. He does. I like watching his stuff. So yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, you do look tired, Chris. How long were you on the road today? Was you on the road all day, or
just about 4.5, 5 hours this evening is all.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But
yeah,
I had to drive through Fort Worth and had a couple of stops on the way.
So I see Mr. Beauchamp there.
The Wimpy Flyer.
I see Mr. Beauchamp there. We've got one special one for you on the Greg Coonett Memorial soundboard.
Oh. There you go. That's just for you.
Just for Jim.
Yeah.
Feel good.
Good God, y'all. Hot tub.
We kind of touched on it with on Mel's show last night about about the reason that they're bringing on the remote ID was they wanted it for all these shipping companies, but they've all pulled out, you know. And so I wonder what they're going to do about that. Because, you know, Ken will not be getting his tube socks from Amazon or from Walmart or any place else. So,
Or his pizza.
Does anyone know whatever happened to that lawsuit about the remote ID, where that got up to?
it's still
the one by
working
Race Day Quads?
Yeah.
Let me Google.
I haven't heard anything about it. I haven't. So, but figured we ought to talk a few minutes about drones. So, and AR drone nerd, you were talking about you got what was it? I got the X9, so you got the Tyrannus Lite. What is that? Anyways, yeah, if you look up, there's, you know, if you're trying to bind it to say anything that uses D8 binding, you've got to add I think it's called the XML adapter on it. You know, not XML, but something X something or another adapter. I forgot what it's called. I had to add it on mine.
Crossfire?
No. Well, it depends. Now, Crossfire, is that not one of the?
I think that's for digital.
Yeah. Well, I think Crossfire, does it work on anything, any of the Free Sky equipment, or do you have to have a Crossfire receiver in your? You have to have a Crossfire receiver in your drone. Yeah. So, but in Crossfire, different.
Put on your bird and a Crossfire receiver in your radio.
Right. Yeah. So, like, if you're running, like with my drone, it's. Yes, I've got an FPV drone. Anyways, this has the Free Sky receiver in it back here. Whichever one, I guess it's these antennas. But this has the Free Sky, and it uses the Free Sky. This one uses the D8. So I had to have that adapter. And also for the Tiny Hawks, they also use that D8, 8-channel, whatever it is. So I don't know if this is D8 or if this might be the D16. I can't remember now. But yeah, there's a lot of videos you can watch, but if I think about it, I'll put in the description tonight the video that tells how to get that to pair up with the drone. So, anyways, but and you're giving away
Tiny Hawk 2 Freestyle.
Freestyle. You know, those are sharp little drones. So that's on the 30th, right?
The 30th. That's right.
Yeah, which is Saturday. So, okay.
Yep.
That's right. So Sunday is Halloween that day. That's right.
Yep.
That's good. So I don't have to do a show on Halloween. Yay. But I had a lot of things I was going to talk about today, but I can't remember what they are.
You don't have a notepad to kind of write everything down?
No, because I forget where I lay my notes down. You know, it's like, it's like today. I was in my office. I called. They said, "Well, you need to write this number down." And I said, "Okay, let me go and find a pen." I said, "Most people keep pens in their offices. I don't. I had to go to the bedroom to find a pen. Why there was one in the bedroom, I don't know. But that's, you know, probably where I was at when I dropped it last. So, anyways, Chris, you just look wore out, man.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut out, man. I'm in this motel room and I got the air conditioner off and it's starting to heat up a little bit.
Starting to heat up? Okay, all right. So,
look at what else I got.
All right, you take. All right,
yep.
You said you're gonna cut out.
All right, take care, Chris.
Hey, thanks for coming in. Yep. And I appreciate it.
See you, Chris. Good to see you.
Yeah,
it's always good to have you on here. So, all right. So
I got to disappear for a moment again. I've got to provide more tech support to daughter. Now that she's pressed the on button, she probably needs to find the mouse or something. So I'll be back.
All right. We'll see you. So.
This is
Yes.
one of my new gadgets. This is the Insta360 Go 2.
Yes.
And it's held in here by a magnet, but look at how small that bad boy is. I'm going to put this on my Tiny Hot 2 freestyle.
Yeah, I saw you talk about that was it on your show Saturday, wasn't it? You talked
Yep.
about that? Yeah,
Mhm.
and so I started looking into it. I may get one of those to put on my 5-inch,
And it comes with this, and this is the charger. And it's got a little screen on there.
Right. Now
And
that's just strictly an action camera, right? It's not a 360. Okay. Even though it's by Insta360, it's
right.
still just an action camera.
Mhm.
That's yeah.
And the neat thing about this is like a tripod. You could
Oh,
put this,
well, that's cool.
set it in there and
Yeah, yeah.
whoop, set it
Hello,
like
Mike
that.
B. How you doing? Okay.
Meow meow, Mike.
Where did he come up with that? I see that all the
I
time.
don't know. He's been doing
It's
that for about a
been that.
month.
Oh, he's been doing it longer than that.
Yeah.
God, I see him come in. He's been doing that for a year or so. I'm gonna have to ask him one of these days when I'm talking to him. But yeah. Anyway, so
Mm-hmm.
well, again, I want us to remind everybody the top of the hour is the Drone Nation, and they will. I probably ought to look on here and see if what they're. Let's see what
Oh,
their
Trevor says
subject.
you need to post a video of you flying your FPV drone.
I do. I also got to remember to put the SD card in my goggles. That's why there's not a video.
Oh, you don't have a GoPro on your
No,
FPV? Ooh.
no, I don't. No, it has the camera built into it that feeds through the
Yeah,
goggles.
but you'll get
I
a
don't even.
much nicer picture
Oh,
with GoPro.
it's called being cheap. I've yet to buy. I don't even have a GoPro One. I've never owned a
Wow.
GoPro. Period.
I've got, well, and then there are knockoffs that are pretty cheap. What about that one that you won from
I do have
UC
one.
guy?
You're right. Yes, I
Yeah.
forgot about that. I have forgot completely about it. I'm going to have to get a mount, either make one
Yep.
or get a mount for that and put that on there. Thank you, Art. I forgot all about that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What is their topics for? They don't have it listed. So, okay. Well, anyways, don't forget Drone Nation. I'm trying to give you a plug, and I'm also trying to make this last another 5 or 10 minutes because I truly expected, my mind is kind of zonked out because I think I slept too much. I mean, I got up right after your show Saturday. I went to sleep and and slept the whole night. I woke up at 3 o'clock, read for I don't know 10 minutes, and then went back to sleep. And then got up yesterday at 8:30 in the morning. And then today I got up the first time at 8:30, and then took a nap, and then got up about 10. And then Chris called about 10:30. I was reading, and then after I talked with him, I came in here and farted around, and went and laid back down and fell asleep, and got up at 1:30, and then. That's my problem. I took a nap just before the show and I'm groggy, so I haven't had enough coffee.
So, did
Anyway,
you hear about William Shatner? He was supposed to go up in the Blue Origin. It's been postponed to Wednesday because of high winds.
really, William Shatner's supposed to go up in that?
Yeah, he's going up in the Blue Origin. For $250,000, you too can fly on the Blue Origin.
Now that's the one that goes up into the upper stratosphere and then comes back down.
Yeah,
Really
it's ballistic.
It goes into low.
It
not even
doesn't
low
orbit
but
the Earth.
it just goes
it's kind
into
of
the
like
stratosphere.
the Alan Shepard, with the Redstone rocket.
Yeah. And Ray, I don't know. I get one. You're right, Trevor. Naps aren't good for me because I should not have taken one. But I don't know who gave me the thumbs down. I figured, it's a badge of honor. I'm doing something to tick somebody off, though. That makes me happy. Might have been somebody who saw the first of the
I
show.
get those too. I'll even get thumbs down before my video's been launched in Premiere.
Yeah. Well, maybe somebody doesn't like dummies. Wait a minute. Ventriloquist dummies. Let me phrase that. Yeah. Let me read. Okay. Yeah.
Welcome back,
Well,
Greg.
just think on the other side, a thumbs down is better than a thumbs up. You never know what's going to happen.
You never know where that thumb has been either.
Yeah.
Oh, so did you get your daughter all of her stuff worked out?
Reboot and press any key to continue. She hadn't turned the computer off since I first gave it to her.
Oh, she's like my sister. My
How long
sister's
was
the
that?
same
How long
way.
ago was that?
March?
Oh my God.
Yep.
Okay.
So my sister went and got a laptop. Now she turns it off.
Yeah. I will say that was one thing we had problems with last night with the storms is our internet, and it was not my router system, Greg. It was the actual internet.
Can I just say though, Grumpy, your picture today, it's a little bit better now, but earlier on in the show, it was looking pixelated compared to Art and myself and Chris.
Yeah, I'm noticing it does have a little pixelation in it, so, which I don't know why it's doing that. I think part of it has to do with I didn't put my I noticed I looked real pale too, so, and but at least I figured out I got my sound system working. I quit using the Bluetooth headset and went back to an in-ear monitor system because I went back to the old standbys because those Bluetooths are great. I love them, but there's a little bit of a lag, and they also have a microphone built into them, which competes with the selected mic, so I think that was, yeah, we all need to reboot sometime. You're right, Robert.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Greg, you've also been working on some OBS stuff too. How are you?
I've
doing
paused
with
on
that?
that just because of the new stuff that I'm doing here, but I'll get back
Right.
to it. It'll happen.
You're getting close. I mean, now how much of your show are you doing using OBS right at the moment?
Only the global flying.
Oh, okay. The global flying.
So, yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. But I'm looking forward to that. I need to talk with you when you get a chance sometime this week about putting all that download all into the right folders and how to do it. So,
Okay.
That way I forgot how to do it since the first time you sent it to me. So, because I'm old. What the hell?
You forget lots of things. You forgot what you were going to talk about on the show already. So
I did. I had something I want to talk. I will say one thing. If you guys haven't seen it, there is a investigative reporter from Sky News Australia that has done a really big expose on the Wuhan virus, and it's Jim Boyd sent it to me last night, and I watched it last night, and it's just like, you're going, really, so have you seen it, Art?
No, not yet.
Okay, did he send that to you?
I don't think so, but if you can,
it's on YouTube. Did you watch it on YouTube?
Yeah, that's the one he sent to me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and it's really well done. Let me, if I can bring Messenger up, what I'll do, say what you want. Okay. I guess you found out. He wanted. I got a message wanting to know what time my show was. I take it he's found out. So, let me see if I can find that. There we go. Here it is.
Love it, Trevor.
copy link.
Hmm.
I'm going to post this. So, paste. No, why does it do that? Oh, I hate when that does that. When it copies a link, it
Puts other crap in it.
yeah, puts a bunch of other crap in it. Let me.
Would you like me to do it for you, Lloyd?
Yeah, if you've got it. Oh, here it is. I got it. Jesus. Let's see. There we go. There it is.
Hey, Jim, above and beyond drones.
Right there.
Oh, okay.
That's
Cool.
worth a watch. Okay, that's worth a watch. Now, I got to tell you, I you know how you get addicted to watching certain channels, and they just something that just pops up, and you say, "Oh, that might be interesting," and it might be like the ones where people sit around and watch chickens in their pen. It's like some of those channels. Well, there's this guy called Grandpa Adler, and he's younger than I am, and it's Grandpa Adler Farms, and this guy, he's from the Ozarks, which means he's just up around the corner from us, and I just crack up watching this guy, and and so that's what I've been watching lately. I got away from the politics. All this guy does is walk around and talk to his friggin' goats, his pigs, his cows, and his chickens, and feeds them. That's he's and they just started this, I don't know, just within the last year, and they've already got 20,000 subscribers, which friggin' pisses me off.
Wow.
Like, really?
Yep.
Yeah, Sky News Australia is the best. If you guys want some good, if you want some good, honest news about the United States, watch the Australia News Agency.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's sad. So, anyway,
Yeah, just don't watch the ABC though.
Yeah, don't watch ABC because they're like
ABC
all the
Australia is like, what do you have? CBS and
well, we have ABC.
NBC,
We also have
MSNBC, and
yeah,
CNN.
CNN. That's the one.
CNN. Okay. Yeah. 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 Well, like the BBC, which is pretty much, I mean, they're pretty. Stephen Calvig.
But the Guardian, sometimes they've got some good stuff.
Hello, Steve Calvig. Calvig. I said that right. Okay. I was making sure. Yeah. War Room with Stephen K. Bannon. Okay.
No.
Yeah. But anyways, yes.
Get your QAnon news with Steve Bannon.
Hey, some of that stuff is fun to watch. Just for the hell of it. So, I do. I watch clips from Sky News Australia because I just like the way, and I have been staying away from the news lately, but I watched that one last night, and it was really an eye-opener. Actually, it wasn't. It was stuff I'd already heard about. One of the things it brought up was, and Judy and I were talking about this last night. They were mentioning about the military games in 2019, and which was, sort of the military Olympics, from all, and that happened in Wuhan. They actually had United States from all around the world, and they had those games in Wuhan in 2019. And I remember in January of 2020, I went up to the VA hospital to go up to the dental lab to have some dental work done. And they already, hello, Mel, and they already had the COVID protocol in place. This was in January of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And they'd already shut down all of the entrances except one entrance, and you had to go in, be checked, and all of that stuff. And I thought they were just doing a survey, and I thought, well, I got an appointment. I'm just going to go on around. And boy, they stopped my butt right there. They'd have had to chase me if I'd really wanted to because I was on my scooter. But anyways, and yeah,
I was about to say chasing you, not hard.
Yeah. Yep. Hang on just a second, guys.
And in late-breaking news, Lloyd is getting chased by a grasshopper. And now he's got his microphone muted.
Yeah, give me just a few minutes. I need to go check on her real quick. All right,
Okay.
I'll be back.
We'll take over.
Oh no.
Alrighty.
So what should we do?
Oh, let's.
Should I bring out my old baby, playing around with it at the moment,
Okay.
getting the No Limit drone software working with it on a Mac. That's what I've been doing
Oh,
a
cool.
little bit over the last little while. Yeah.
Well, they've got one of those on the police auction. I've been kind of watching. I'm like, wow,
How much is it
that'd be
going
nice
for?
to have, but do I really need one? Although I do have a case that'll fit it.
Okay.
I have,
So you've got a case, but no drone.
yeah, that's right, because
It's like the
it
pub with
landed
no
on
beer.
the
Have you heard about
neighbor's
that?
roof. Huh?
Have you heard about the pub with no beer?
The pub with no beer?
Yeah,
No.
it's an Australian traditional song. But anyway, it's you got a case
Oh.
with no drone. Did you have a Phantom 4?
No, I have Phantom 3 Advance.
Okay. Fair enough.
I still have the controller, so maybe I just sell that in the case and be done with it.
How much is it going for on the police auction?
Let me see. I think the last I saw it had a day to go and was a little over $300.
Oh, look, that's a bargain.
But it's got a bunch of watchers on it. I think it'll go $500-600, maybe more, because it comes with a controller and 3 batteries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But there's another one that closes in a couple days. So I got a couple chances. Once
Fair
in a
enough.
while, you'll see a Mavic Pro or a Mavic 2 Pro
Ooh.
or a Mavic 2 Zoom.
I am getting excited now. I wasn't as excited before for the Mavic 3,
Right?
but now that they've got that software, the DJI Fly reportedly being able to
Right.
stream, that makes me happy, you know.
Might
So looking
be.
forward
I
to it.
don't know which model it is. I don't know if it's just the V1 or the V2 because all it says is Phantom drone, you know. And I look at it and I know that it's a Phantom 4 because, their cameras look different than the Phantom 3.
If you get the first few digits of the serial number, we can tell you. Just ask them on the auction site, the first few digits. And
Oh, right. I think they do put that in there. Watch. Okay. And it doesn't even show the number on there, the model number. It just says model Phantom, brand DJI. But you could tell by the controller and by the camera. The camera is definitely a Phantom 4.
let's have a look.
All right,
Phantom
I'm back.
4. You know what? It doesn't actually differentiate between Phantom 4 Pro and the V2 in the serial numbers, not in the data I have. I'll have to look at that and get back to you.
The one
Anyway,
that
there you go.
James had, he had the Phantom 4 Pro that had the monitor built into the controller.
Hmm.
Oh,
Now
okay.
I
You
guess
talk about
that drone
about,
goes up on him.
you talking about the James from My PI Dreams?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, and then he
Okay.
went and got another controller for his Air 2S.
Right.
Turns out it's the wrong
One because he bought it from
one.
yeah.
Yep.
So
And he was trying to talk to the people that, hey, you know, this won't work on this. Oh, no. It'll work with. But
yeah.
Amazon told him, don't worry about it. We'll take care of it.
Yeah, Amazon's good about that. I mean, that's why I like dealing with Amazon. Sometimes you can get a better deal if you go to eBay, but you can't trust what the hell comes out of eBay, you know.
Mm.
Yeah.
And
But I don't,
I've
with
been
eBay, I
pretty
don't
good
get those
on
people
eBay.
ringing up.
Some
I don't get the people ringing up from eBay. Hello, this is Fred from Amazon. We are going to charge you to your account.
yeah.
Mm.
I get those. You know what's really irritating is what I've been getting, and if anybody wants, I'll pass the links on to you later. But it's hook up for sex, text messages. Hook up, meet a girl for, yeah.
oh,
I'm getting those. It's like, yeah, I know damn well Judy's. Of course, I don't feel bad because they come up on Judy's phone as well. So I can say, hey, you're getting them too. So it's not me, it's a spammer, But it's like, I could imagine that could cause somebody some real ass problems if say, what the hell is this hook up for sex thing? It's like in your messages. That could create some problems. But yeah.
mhm.
But anyways, well, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and we're going to call the show because Judy just now she woke up not feeling good and she was a little confused, which is always she just didn't realize what time it was. And but Greg, Art, I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate everybody. Don't forget well, it's already past top of the hour. 7 minutes in, and Drone Nation is probably running strong. So
Your clock is fast again.
is it? I don't know what in the hell is wrong with my Windows clock that it doesn't. If anybody knows how to get this thing to correctly display the time, because
Yeah, you go into settings,
It's
go to your
probably
clock and do automatic, and it'll
yeah, but the automatic
direct.
wasn't working on his
it's
computer. It's
it's
probably
not
something to
working.
do with his router.
No, it's never worked. It's been like this since before I ever had this router. Bite me, Greg, asshole. Anyways, he's gonna give me shit about that from now until I replace it. Which
Mhm.
when the warranty and the extended warranty run out on it, then I'll consider replacing it. Actually, just before it runs out, say, hey, this thing's not working, and get me a new one.
Mm.
Oh, we don't sell that anymore, so and then I'll get the one that I should have got in the first place. But anyways, I think that's all I had to talk about, and I was running short on that. So but your show is next Saturday,
Yep.
and giving away the toffee there, and
Coffee. Now,
yep, available
even Greg
worldwide
might
now.
be able to win one.
Yeah. And of course, you'll always good old our good old hippie buddy James will be there. So
Yeah, he'll be there.
I like it. I like giving him crap. Anyways, yeah, you're right,
He
Trevor.
is an
My computer
interesting
said
character.
he is. He takes it in stride. He's just like him and Ed though. That was hilarious last week.
Yeah.
That was yeah. But and bless his heart. That's all I can say.
Bless his cotton socks.
Yeah, bless his cotton socks. Yeah. So, anyways, and Greg, you're working now, doing tech support for your daughter and doing coding and stuff for the no limit drones. So
Yeah, NLD.
The
NLD.
plan,
Yeah.
just to get an exclusive, the plan is just imagine you've got a drone and you want to get an unlock for a no-fly zone or an altitude or whatever it is you want to do.
Right.
And again, we encourage people to fly safe, fly legal.
Yes.
But having said that, there are sometimes valid reasons that you need to do that. Commercial people that are doing work and you've got to keep on filling in all this paperwork. Anyway, so you want to get an unlock. So the existing system uses hacks where the NLD thing kind of hacks into your drone and
Right.
manages to do stuff. Well, the new way, just imagine if the NLD software could pretend to be DJI and say, here's an unlock key for your drone. Here's the center point, and the radius is as big as the diameter of the Earth.
Yeah.
Same outcome.
Right. Well, we talked about a little bit about that on your show. I was, because I asked him about, because part of the problem with the DJI software and all of these drone softwares is that they phone home, to show your registration key or whatever it is. And that's part of the, even if it's just to register the drone, it's still got to let you know that there's a software update or whatever. It's still phoning back to China. And that was the problem, whatever excuse they used to, they said it's for humanitarian reasons, but that was the problem that the U.S. government had, was that, they just didn't like it phoning home to the Communist Party, And
fair enough.
So that was their main reason. So under this, and that's why I asked him, I said, do you think the government would be interested in this? And that's when he said that he's got a few clients that are doing that now with the government. Here's something else. That's one other little thing.
Just out of interest on that, there's two things that you can get there. There's the routed core board for a Mavic 2 or a Mavic 2 Zoom, Pro or Zoom, or also the Enterprise. And with that core board, it's got a serial number of 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Right.
Which is a special serial number which never needs to register and it never phones home, and it's just totally, it's good for those kind of security-related applications.
Yeah. Well, here's something that I saw, and I saw this in the news, and it seems like nobody's talked about because, we talk about drones. My understanding is Xi Jinping, or whatever the hell his name is, I don't know who he is. But the premier, he is actually going to start curtailing Chinese businesses. He's wanting to step back away from the free market, free enterprise system that they've had going on, and he's wanting to go back to the more Maoist traditional ways of doing business, which that's going to hurt the hell out of a lot of people around the world. If he starts shutting down free enterprise over there,
all that do is the manufacturing will leave China and go somewhere else. It'll screw them more than us.
Oh yeah, it's going to screw them. But that's I saw that about a week ago, and he's decided that they need to get back to their Maoist roots or something like that. I meant to bring that up on your show, but I thought, well, we're talking about it on drones, and but yeah, that would really screw people up. It's going to, but it might be good for us. Maybe the United States. Will start manufacturing. Although I just saw that one of the companies, they made a minimum wage of, it was for a semi-brainless job, and they made the minimum wage at that company $21 an hour.
Wow.
I'm thinking, oh my God, so.
Can I ask you a question though, for the existing people in China, if they do go back to a non-commercialized, traditional communist economy,
right?
Do you think that people will accept that?
I don't know.
Who's got the guns?
Who's got the guns? That's the problem.
Okay. Who's got the guns? But the sheer number of their population, I would like to see them actually try, because I think that could be the end of that system.
Well, that would be great, but they've tried. There's been a couple of times they've tried that over the. Look at the Tiananmen Square. The guy in front of the tank. That's how they squash it. They are. Who's not to say they're.
But that's in the context of one small issue. If you go and change that one small issue into a bigger, we're changing the entire society. right? That's societal change, and that could bring up some severe uprising.
It could, but in with the history of the Chinese government and the history of communism, the way it's been run in China, I don't see, unless they get some sort of military support. Because to be honest with you, they'd probably nuke their own damn people.
Yep.
They would just as soon nuke their own people rather than let them have free choice. That's just the mindset of the Communist Party, the Chinese Communist Party. They've been like that, and
Darwinian theory of evolution. Then
yeah,
the
well,
problem is
yeah.
gone.
Yeah,
They
well,
take
that
themselves out with it.
They take themselves out, yeah. But that would be sad. But I don't know that they would have a lot of choice if that happened, because they've tried, and there are just so many different groups, and it's just the mindset of the Chinese Communist Party. It's just, and it's been like this since who was it? Well, since Mao Zedong and marched out of the mountains. Who was it Chiang Kai-shek? Was he the leader?
He was the leader of the
nationalists. Yeah, he's the leader of the national.
Zhou Enlai.
Oh, was it? Okay.
400 Mel saying, "Are you still live? Thought you were shutting it down."
I am. I got started. Yeah. Anyways, guys, go watch the show. I'm going to start the timer now, and let me put myself up on full screen. Let's see. Let me drop this and put that up there, and I'm going to go ahead and start the timer. But guys, you could have watched anybody, but you decided to. Yeah, let's go, Brandon. That's funny. Anyways, you guys could have watched anybody, but you chose to spend a little time with me and my dummy and Art and I already said Greg. Oh, I mean Greg. Yeah. Anyways, guys, y'all have a good one, and take care. I'm gonna let it run out, and then I'm just gonna shut her down. So y'all take care. Bye bye.
Well, I'm known as the grumpy blogger. I'll gripe and complain longer. Please do me the adieu and kindly view me